Hello, good afternoon. Um, Today we're going to be doing a quick stream from, I say a quick stream, couple of hours. We're going to be driving at Monza today, practicing for the event on the 17th of April, the 8-hour endurance event held by Racing Club International, Race Club International. Uh, so we need to be doing stint practice for that. The stints, I believe, are 70 minutes a stint. I've been practicing using 90-minute stints here, so we see an hour and a half race length set here. Um, I have been practicing from the back of the grid to try and race through the grids as far as I could get. I think the highest I've managed in one of these sessions so far has been 10th place. What I've elected to do today, which is going to be a little bit different, is I've actually set a qualifying session. So I'm going to participate in qualifying to try and make it at least somewhat realistic towards the event to see that we start, I imagine, somewhere in the middle. I don't imagine that we would be starting at the back. So I'm also going to be running crew chief today. So Jim is patiently waiting. I'm sure he's had a few drinks because he's going to be saying all kinds of weird stuff, I'm sure, but hopefully he helps us through the process. It's important to see here, so we are 1 hour and 30 minutes, so a 90-minute race. We've got it starting early in the day, so the temperature is going to be pretty cool. There is a pit stop window, which is going to require a pit stop change.
Sorry mate, I didn't catch that.
It's going to require that word.
We haven't got that data.
Change. The window will be for 30 minutes, so I think it kicks in after the first 45 minutes of the race, and then it's open. Or no, it kicks in after the first 30 minutes, and it's open for 30 minutes, and then the last 30, there's none. Race refueling's enabled, tire sets unlimited, it's really not relevant. We're going to change one set. It's based upon our qualifying position. We want the maximum count that we can get of opponents, which I believe is going to be 28. Opponent skill 97. Opponent aggressiveness 40, because we don't want them bumping us off the circuit. So that should be good to go, and we're choosing Monza. Obviously we're practicing with the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo.
Repeat please.
Alright, I think Jim's good now. So let's just get into it. I just want to get driving, just get this done. Okay. So we only have 10 minutes worth of qualifying. We're going to quickly jump into our setup. So what I'm going to do, unlike how I've been practicing before,
You're breaking up, say again please.
I'm going to load a hot lap setup from earlier in the year.
I didn't catch that.
I think we're going to go for that one of Mike's ones right there. Electronics, we're going to upgrade that. ECU map 1, TC2, we're going to upgrade that. Fuel, we want that dropped way down. Tire set 1, front brakes, rear brakes, we're going to go for number 4s. So we're going all out here, and then we're going to obviously have to change the car up. Brake bias, we're going to flick that one away.
Now you're breaking up. We don't have enough data for that.
Chief, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Alright, so let's begin this qualifying session. Let's get out there and stick a lap in as quickly as we can. So I have not been practicing with this setup for a while. I have been using the endurance setup, which is more about consistency than outright pace. But
all clear on pit exit, you can push now. Okay Hulk, we've got 9 minutes to get the job done. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
Excellent. So yeah, we've got crew chief with us for the ride. Obviously that job will be replaced by Mike in the real event when it comes up. Yeah, really dodgy frame rate at the moment. I'm not liking that.
Far left. Clear left.
Alright, I see I made the classic mistake of having 2 spotters on as well. Actually, the benefit of it being in single player, I can just pause it real quick. And options and audio and spotter off, because we're going to keep crew chief, I guess, for now.
New fastest lap from Unon, 149.26.
Oh, hey buddy. How you doing?
P2. You're a second off the pace in sector 3.
Thanks for joining the stream.
The guy ahead has just posted
Having a few issues here with the frame rate. Just trying to set a qualifying lap here, which is not going to be as good as the lap we just heard about. So we're going to go for a hot one here.
Alright, Hall, you've got half your fuel left. You're a 10th off the pace in sector 1.
Yeah, so hopefully we can set a better time this time.
Remaining, 5 minutes left.
Lost a lot of time there.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Front brakes are pretty hot now.
I think we have enough fuel for maybe one more lap. Alright, they need to be good for one more lap, man.
P25, very little fuel left. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
And you can throw them in the trash after that.
0.03.
I gotta pull this text closer to me. I'm gonna check you properly in a second. Oh, look at that. That's terrible. P25. Ew.
The guy ahead's lap time is 150.46. That's a new fastest lap for Grenier, 48.94. Sector 1 is 0.39.
Yeah, we're way down. So So I might as well have started from the back anyway. Yeah, going way too slow now. Yeah, no way I go any faster than that right now. I'd have to have an amazing Ascari. Which I don't. So it's cool. Let's just go back
Can't hear you, mate. Say again.
to the garage. Hellman.
Pardon?
Oh, unboxing, eh? Yeah, what's going on? Let me pull this closer to me. Yeah, now I can read it better. Nice one. So yeah, hope you're doing alright, having a good day. I don't know if
Speak more clearly, I can't hear you. Acknowledged.
okay. So yeah, I tried to mess with it a little bit. I hope it's gonna be better this time. But we qualified so poorly, we might as well have not even done qualifying anyway. But that's okay. We're gonna take a moment, just adjust the setup and just deal basically. And I think this is what's gonna be relevant. But with this, I'm going to turn up the traction control. and I'm going to turn up the ABS. The test being if this is going to help the tire wear over Stint. Also going to increase the rear traction or the traction control too. So yeah, let's see what's going on. So yeah, so how you doing, Mr. F1? You good? Aero, yeah, we're leaving it like that to keep the brakes kind of cool over a long stint. Help to look after our tires. Gonna apply 60 liters of fuel at our next stop, or our one stop, where we'll also do a driver swap. Obviously it'll all be me. So let's see, yeah, we're just gonna wait for them to finish up and for us to probably get slapped into last place. But I think setup wise we should be alright. I think that takes care of it. And change to tire set 3. Front brakes, yeah, I'm gonna set those to 1s. Just because it's gonna last the duration of the race. So just to see, it's just practice. Yeah, hey buddy. Okay. So as we ready up for session 2, which is the actual race, let's go. Oops. What are we doing here? Next session. Good stuff.
Stay double file.
Okay. So once again, you know my liking to double check and triple check. So just making sure we have enough of everything. Temperatures are the way that we expect them to be. So we're going to start the race. And nice and early, something that I like to do is just select my second driver from now. So that's not something I have to remember to do when going into the pits later. It's already taken care of. So yeah, really thinking about it, I almost wish that we did start last because I would much prefer to be on the right side going into turn 1. And trying to negotiate around the outside of turn 1, but the inside of turn 2 is a far scarier prospect to me than doing it the other way around. And already we're getting pushed to the outside. Lost ground. Yeah, this is too scary. I would have deliberately qualified to the other side if I knew. Ooh, so careless. Please, I hope I don't do that in a race. But I really wasn't expecting everybody to stop so suddenly. I should have done. Thankfully, the aggression wasn't up too high. Otherwise, I'd have really paid the cost for that. And we didn't get told that we have light damage, so I think we're alright. Yeah, 2 seconds worth of damage. Just let the car roll. We're gonna let the Audi go in front. Just disappear, pull away from the Beamer. Oh no, I turned off my spotter. Hang on a second here. Alright, I wouldn't do that for real. But I did turn off my spotter. And then I turned off crew chief and can turn the spotter back on. So I just need to do that real quick. Alright, so let's pretend that that didn't happen. So we're already getting to close a lot of ground in the braking zone. The leaders are probably miles away already. Yeah, they're going into Lesmo 1 and we still haven't even made the second chicane yet. This frame rate is painful right now though. Like eye-bleedingly painful. I hope it settles down. Alright. So at least for now we're staying with these guys. And dropping the BMW behind us, which is cool.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Tires are almost up to temperature, which is also good, as we've just completed our second lap. And over time, over the race, I'm going to start nudging the brake bias backwards. Just showing my nose.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
But we don't want to be behind this guy for another lap. It's not going to be helpful. Yep, so let's just dispatch him nice and early. Considerably up for time. So we're going faster, which is nice. I don't know if I can do this frame rate. I might have to restart this whole thing.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Excellent. Nearly picked up a second from the first chicane there. That's the difference between going in quickly and following somebody through. Nah, this frame rate's killing me right now though. I don't want to give up this great lap, but I might just need to restart stuff. I can't imagine what that looks like on the stream.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Right back at you, buddy. Big race on the 17th. I hope you watch. But yeah, I can't do this frame rate. I'm gonna have to restart this whole game. I'll put you guys on a break for a sec. Okay, messed around, tweaked a couple of things, and hopefully when we jump back in again, everything should be, fingers crossed, fine. I hope. Let's go, alright. So yeah, hopefully that starts to work. Going on here. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so that works. So single player. Where are we? Start session. Let's see. What's it gonna do? If it trucks us back to qualifying or it's just a race?
Green light, green light.
Oh, it's chucked us into qualifying. Okay. Well, we don't want qualifying again. So let's just hit drive for a second. Then hit this. Is there not a skip session? Yeah, there is. Good, so we're just going to skip that altogether. And we're just going to start from the back. Good. So we're loading our practice setup. Except... Nope, I'm putting the number 2s on and I'm going to save that again. So yeah, this is just for the purposes of our practice, for what we need to do. So turning these up
Stay in double file.
and saving them over the top. Okay. Alright. So let the data gathering begin. Let's nice and early, just make sure we just switch to our second driver. And then we go. Oh, one last thing. Something else I forgot. Restart.
Stay in double file.
One more thing I needed to check. Current setup. Mechanical grip. Okay, yeah, that's all good. I did fix that. Alright. Let's do our driver swap again.
Green light,
Take
green
care
light.
of that.
Go.
So we don't have to worry about that in a minute.
Car on the left.
Or when we're doing the pit stop.
Clear on the left. There's a slow car up ahead.
Alright, let's see if we can nab a place or two here. That'd be
Car
cool.
on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
To really stand on the brakes there.
Car on the left.
And somebody's already been taken out up ahead.
Clear on the left.
So I'm going to try and get a nice
Car on the right.
exit from
Clear on
turn
the
2.
right. Car on the right.
Around Curva Grande.
Clear on the right.
We're going to try and jump this Lexus if we can here into the second chicane. Oh, we even get an extra bonus place. So we just got to give him space. But we're going to get around him. Frame rate's still a bit janky, but it's not as bad as it was before. I think I can kind of live with this. Okay. Handle the Scary. And we're staying in touch with the guys in front. So we made up about 4 positions. Just off the first lap. That's really cool. Losing it a little bit there in Parabolica.
Yellow flag, be careful. Slow car ahead.
Managed to
Car on the right.
barely not cause ourselves too much of a problem there.
Clear on the right.
I think we might have just barely made some
Car on the
contact.
right.
I hope it didn't
Clear on the right.
cause a problem. I really
Got
wasn't
some light
expecting
damage in
everybody
the
to be
front of the
stuck
car.
there.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, you go through, man. Yeah, of course we do by now.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Go on. Yeah, so hopefully we don't have that much contact for real. I must have lost at least one safety point for some of that. Hey, buddy.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Already damaging the car. Had some minor
Car on the
contacts.
left. Clear on the left.
Holy shit. Alright, listen. I need to restart this. That's terrible. I'm not accepting that. That's 2 stopping zones I've completely screwed that up in. Not happening. Get in the game. Not cool.
Go in double file.
Definitely not cool. So it's all this kind of stuff that needs to get in line before race day. All this. Alright. So let's try again. Sort out our second driver. Good. And let's try and behave ourselves this time. But yeah, this is why I've put like thousands of kilometers already like into this.
Green light.
I think
Go, go, go.
altogether I've probably, on ACC alone, I've probably done 13,000 kilometers at Monza in the various varieties from the 3 years of the track. So the 2018, 2019 and 2020. Fundamentally they're all the same, but depending on which one you drive on, you clock up the kilometers on that one.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Falling way back here.
Car on the left.
But
Clear
these
on the
guys are
left.
gonna stop well early, so I'll just stop even earlier.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
They're taking
Car on the
someone
left.
out already. And for the rest of us, we're going mega slow back here.
Clear on the left.
Alright, so we haven't even taken one position there. Okay, I'll let you go, Mr. Porsche. Okay, so we're up 3 places already. So that's the difference. We've just seen right there on the same, in the same stream, the difference between being patient and not being patient. One involved me getting banged up, and the other involved me
Car on
still
the
taking
left.
3
Clear on
places
the left.
with no danger. So over an 8-hour race, obviously it's going to be better to just try and not have that. Yeah, to not be banged up and to not get into incidents early on. Having to be carrying that damage for the rest of the race. Or the rest of the stint at the very least. So I think last time we got 4 cars on the first lap. This time we've gotten 3 cars but with no damage. Always well worth braking early when you see a bunch of people heading into turn 1 and that first chicane, because you never know what's going to happen. So I mean, you can go flying in there, but as we saw in the first attempt, you obviously could smash into anything. So sometimes I prefer the idea of just backing off there. Okay, we're going for 2 here. Any more than that, it's going to hold us up for too long. Okay, time to get out of here. I let that Porsche go last time, unless it was his teammate. Okay, we dilly-dally just a little bit on the apex there, just to give ourselves a little bit of space. And away we go. So firmly onto the second lap, making sure to put up the traction control, just 2 for Ascari. So we can ram it through over the curbs and then just knock it down 2 for the rest of the lap.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
So I think we could have this Honda. I think we stay with him. Could probably catch him in the braking zone. Okay, we'll let him go. Could have pushed him harder there. But at the same time, I just don't want the... I want it to be about getting through as cleanly as possible.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah.
Car on the right.
So we've got a shot going into Ascari here. Put that traction control up. We could probably catch him in the braking zone here. Well, because we're alongside, he's at least got to leave us room. Alright. So we lost a chunk of time doing that. So it's also about picking your battles and picking where to overtake a guy. So I mean, that really slowed us both down going through that process there. Allowing the guys up front to get away and this guy behind to catch up. So I mean, this is all the purpose of doing this right now, just trying to figure out like the best ways to race and to complete the objective of doing the best possible stints. So let's see here. We're just gonna get tucked in nice and neat before he gets there. That way he can't argue with us over it. He is in the Honda, so we know that whilst it's a good car through the turns, the braking's not necessarily the best. And his acceleration and power is not what I have.
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Back to the janky frame rate again. And honestly, I mean, at this point, I'd probably... Oh, no! Excellent. Guess we're starting again. That fucking sucks. Yeah, I think if I did that on the 8-hour live stream, I'd just cry and just call it a day. That'd just be that. I'd just probably just quit. Just never live stream again. But thankfully, right now, we're in single player and we can just hit restart, which I don't really want to be doing too often because it doesn't make it too realistic that you can just hit that. But I want to get the practice out of the way. But yeah, in between these weird janky frame rates and shit, I don't like that. Maybe I was talking too much too. This probably wasn't helpful. Oh wait, I didn't mean that. Oops. Alright. Okay, good. So that's what we want. Alright. So I don't know how many laps we were in there. Probably 3 laps, I guess.
Green light. Go, go, go. Car on the left.
But yeah, it's not even like I wouldn't change my graphics card right now, because I would. If I could. If we could find them. But they just don't exist. And I really try not to make Assetto Corsa look like a potato show right now. Holy shit, he braked for some reason. I don't know why.
Clear on the left.
Going 3 wide there. Alright. I definitely don't regret that restart. So just please, frames, just stay with me. Yeah, I don't want to put it on potato settings if I can avoid that. Alright, there is no way through there, so we're just gonna run in behind everybody else nice and neatly. But yeah, that start, we picked up 7 places off the start. But it all got triggered from that Lexus on the outside just braking for whatever the reason was. There was some sort of trouble up ahead. And he braked for that. And it just sort of opened it up. We already had the speed, so it was either stop or make a move. And that move just triggered a series of events. But yeah, this frame rate's terrible right now. I think I have thing. I'm gonna put that up actually. Fraps. I have fraps, I believe. I want to see what that is. Where my thing is. I think I have it. I'm pretty sure I have it. Fraps. Yeah, I know you're here. Let's run you. See what's going on. Okay, so yeah, it's showing what our rates are here in the corner. Good. See if I'm paranoid. Yeah, 38, 39, 40. It's incredibly low. No, please. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, anything above 30 is kind of playable, to be honest. I'm not one of the die-hard 60 FPS guys, but at the same time, I guess once it drops, if you're getting something higher than that, it
Car on the
becomes
right.
incredibly
Clear on
noticeable.
the
That's
right.
really the problem. We are way too close to this guy. Oh no,
Car on the left.
just saved it. You know what, I'm glad
Clear
to
on
have
the
given
left.
away the position
Clear
rather
on the
than
left.
bin the car
Clear
there.
on the left. Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Alright, so that was a lap with a mistake in it. So we had the first lap with a mistake. Now we've got to see where we're going from here. Okay. So, first and second chicane picked up an extra second. That's helpful. The dodgy frame rate is not. But still gaining time. Just barely keeping the car in there. Three seconds up on our previous best. Starts looking nice.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
So despite going 3 seconds faster, we're still losing time. I didn't see what the guy's time was ahead. Well, we're making up more time through the first chicane. I think it's time to start moving that brake bias back as well. What are we doing? We're under 100 liters right now. So yeah, I don't like to play with the brake bias in between corners. I'm not that proficient yet. But I do like to change it in between as we start to lose the fuel. That's what I'm really trying to say. As we reduce the weight, I like to put the brake bias back. So I'm one of those drivers, the further back the brake bias is, the better I tend to stop the car. This Porsche is all over me. Okay, we managed to just pull away just a little bit there, going through a Scary, which is pretty good.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
So we're gonna finish what, about 4 tenths up on our previous. It's not bad, and we went a second quicker than the guys in front, which is also helpful. Still making up even more time in the first chicane. And that's what we want to do, just keep bringing that down, just eking it down, eking it down.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Let's see if we can do something here. Should have really made more of that and pushed him a bit further to the outside. But I really didn't want to risk the contact, and in that we've let the Porsche get back in the game again. Still hovering around in the bottom third, having silly fights. And this is really the thing, sometimes overtaking a guy is good, but sometimes you lose you both time if you don't do it cleanly and quickly. And bumping into him is one thing, but you could just generally slow him down too. Like, I obviously wasn't going to send it from that far back. Totally overchanged the gears there. Extra shift that I didn't need. So yeah, we're cutting that time down. Bit clumsy there over the first part of the chicane. But we're still up. Saved it.
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far.
Okay, and we'll put that brake bias back just a little bit more.
Car on the right.
So drama, which we managed to avoid, and we might be able to take this guy right here just off that restart.
Clear on the right.
We're definitely going to get him up the inside for the next chicane. So we managed to clear quite a few cars there. Ooh, oh no. Really didn't need that. Alright. Grateful not to have smashed it. So we lose all those places, and The leaders are just crossing the start finish line. Oh, totally ruined that. Lost what, 5 places, 4 places? Okay, that's much better than previous. Can't cry over spilt milk, can't cry over lost lap time. Okay. So we're getting better. This is what we want to be doing. We want to be doing 150s all day. 150s or better.
Better, mate. The fastest lap so far.
But not below. Get it? Okay, so not the best exit. Not phenomenally bad either. Yep, just added more complications.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 3.
Okay, so I've given you 2 really bad laps out of 8. I know this race is a 49 lap race, so let's try and make all the rest of the laps good. So far we shed just about just over 30 kilos of fuel, or 30 liters of fuel I should say. Okay, so not fast but clean. See, this doesn't feel on my eyes right now like that's 46, 49 frames a second or whatever it is. It feels like half that. I feel terrible though, because I took it from having a reasonably exciting race to... Is this a sim grid? Nah buddy, this one's not sim grid. This is just a single player. I'm actually practicing for Racing Club International race on the 17th of April. So they're doing an 8-hour race at Monza. And so right now I'm just practicing for that, just doing stint practice. So I'm doing a single player race against the AI for 90 minutes. The stints for RCI are going to be, I think, 70 minutes. So that's subject to clarification. So I'm doing 90-minute stints just to practice, to make sure that obviously I'm good for game day and I can give you guys a nice stream on that day. So I'm hoping to get all the mistakes out the way right now. But there is a sim grid race on my channel, and I will be doing more sim grid races in the future as well. So yeah, not even making a dent in the guys in front at the moment. Okay, you're gonna race too, eh? Nice one, man. 149, yeah. So I'm used to going faster, but this is like our endurance setup we're running right now. So if I can keep hitting 150s with this, mid 150s with it, I'm alright with that. I'm not too unhappy with that. But just for an outright sprint race, yeah, 149 is decent. We usually, like, for our league, we do 148s, 149 in our like 20-minute sprint races. But yeah, if we can get down in time for race day, down to 149 a lap consistently over a long stint, that would be great. But right now I'm struggling to get out of 151s. Oh, it's even 152 right now because I'm just doing that badly. When I start to talk, it's even worse. In the Scary, you lose half a second there. Yeah, I know, man. I gotta work on that. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and not read chat for the next 3 laps. Or just concentrate, see what happens. See what we can do. But yeah, so this is just practice right now, just to see that I don't come off the circuit. With a full tank, wow. Wow, yeah, that's heavy, man. If you're gonna do that in the race on the 17th, like, ain't nobody gonna be catching you too easily, man. Oh, like in a 1-hour race, okay. Alright, let's see this time. I don't know about that, you know, like, you might be right, you might make it work for yourself, man. I don't know, I'm gonna even try it, let's see. Not bad. I didn't nail it right, but I'll try it again, I'll keep doing it. Let's see. I used to always do second through that chicane, but I found that, like, putting it into first, for me, for the way I drive, it seemed to work better for me in first. But alright, I'll try it in second again. But yeah, with a full tank, a 149 with a full tank, that's definitely impressive.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1.
Well, that's the first time we've done better for many laps. Stable setup made by itself, and it's still very stable up to heavy rain. Right, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I'm not used to that yet. I think I need to just go back to the first gear for now. Practice that on hot lap in changing that technique. And I'll figure it out in hot lap and come back and try it again. Cause yeah, I'm not used to the swing of it now. So it feels weird trying to just do that. It looked like the entry was quicker, but then obviously where I fluffed it, obviously all that time ended up getting lost and we lost more. But yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to do that all over again in a second. I used to do it that way, like I say, but I changed it for first because I just felt like it just gave me just that little bit more control. What are we saying in terms of damage? None. Alright, I think I just want to virtually empty the car. But yeah, we had a race last night at Snetterton with the league. And it was a rain race. It's pretty cool. Actually, I was wanting to ask, where am I from? So I live in Canada, but I grew up in the UK. But my parents are from a country called Guyana. Alright. So I mean, it's not the worst lap we've ever done. We definitely threw away a little bit there on the exit of Lesmo 2. Oh, we didn't lose any time through Ascari that time. So that's not to say we couldn't have gained some time, but we definitely didn't lose any. So that was good.
Gaining on the car heading sector 1. Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
What can I say about your English? So first off, I want to ask you where you're from, bro, because it looks the writing's really small on the screen there, but I could see that your language for your name isn't written in English. But I can't tell if I'm looking at Russian there. I can't tell if I'm looking at Greek, because it's very small from where I am. You know, 5 languages and you're only 17. Almost 18. Hey, well, that's really cool, man. That is really, really, really cool that you know that much. This guy caught us up. Oh, and his buddy wants some as well. So yeah, no, your English is very good. For your written English, you write English better than a lot of English speaking people, man. So that's really cool. I gotta get away from this guy, hold on. But yeah, that's really cool. 5 languages and you're nearly 18. And I can barely speak English. That's really cool, man. You keep learning. Alright. Ukraine. Okay, your name is Maxim Pritz. Okay, nice to meet you, Maxim. If you can read that. Yeah, I can read that. It's nice and easy. My old eyes could see the caps lock, so that was really cool. But no, Maxim, that's really Maxim Pritz. Okay, nice to meet you, Max. People call you Max, I guess, for short sometimes, right? I'm guessing Maxim is probably the same as in English how they have Maximilian. I guess it, or the name probably arranges it's the same. Okay. Thanks, Max. I appreciate that. So yeah, from Ukraine. That's really cool, man. So my masseuse, I see her once a month, and she's from the Ukraine as well. She's really cool. So yeah, I know Ukrainian people, nice people. So what's the language written in? Is it called Cyrillic, the type of script that your name is written in?
Clear on the right.
You can speak Polish as well. I can say a few things in Polish, but they're not good words. Yeah, the things I can say in Polish definitely aren't good. But yeah, that's cool. I have Polish friends too, obviously. So that's cool. One of my best friends is Polish. But yeah, we got these guys swarming all over our back. We can't get away from either of them. Both just attacking. But the only reason I'm not really being too hard on myself right now, oh shit, it's because it's training session. So I'm okay, building up. If I'm still the week from race day, then we've got serious problems. No, we don't want you to slip. Okay, so I think we have another 20 minutes worth of fuel, 42 laps, about 18-20 minutes worth. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna let the stint clock or the pit window go down to the last 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go in and change then. Old Kazakhstan as well. Okay. Oh, they use English letters in Kazakhstan now. Uzbekistan, Belarus. I didn't see the last name. I'll look. Oh, Kyrgyzstan. Okay, that was the last country. Okay, so yeah, it is Cyrillic then. Okay, cool. I'm glad I didn't call it the wrong name. Right, so we managed to get up to 18th place just by virtue of people having pit stops, which is obviously not good enough. You live in Kazakhstan now. Oh, your actual time's 1:50. What time are we here? 3:50. So you're 2 hours behind us. That doesn't make sense. Wait, 1:50 what, in the morning?
Car on the right.
It must be, right? You can. It'll be fun. You're probably gonna absolutely destroy me. But yeah, we could have a race. We could organize a race. Yeah, 1:50 at night. That's what I was thinking, because I'm thinking like you're past going eastbound, you're way past England, so they're 5 hours in front. So you can't be 2 hours behind. You gotta be all that time in front. You're like 10 hours ahead of me. So yeah, that's another thing as well. I'm definitely not very good at like talking and driving in terms of getting the best out of the car. I mean, I struggle when I'm not talking, let alone when I am. So part of the thing is, this is also good practice for the actual race day, considering that it is going to be on live stream and I am going to have to speak the whole time.
Car on the right.
I'm moving like a slug right now.
Clear on the right.
Come on, man, you go. Yeah, I got passed by the damn AI live on stream. So what? You don't have a team for the RCI and you can't race at night because you have a 9-year-old brother. Oh. Yeah, so you... Okay, so I guess you guys share a room or whatever. He's close by, eh? So you can't be making noise. So imagine that. That's how amazing sim racing is. That it brings us together from all over the world. You're gonna compete, or you would compete. You can compete if you wanted to, from Kazakhstan. I'm in Canada. The people who organize it are in England. There's a bunch of Europeans, North Americans. Like everybody's gonna be in this race. I think that's so cool. Just people from all over just coming together and just just participating. I think that's such a cool thing. And it's a shame, obviously, that you can't be in the race, because that'd be cool, man. If you can run solid 149s on a full tank, you'd have a really good race. Yeah, man, definitely. I think it's the coolest. So what's it like in Kazakhstan? I gotta find that out as well. I don't get to speak to people from Kazakhstan every day. What's it like over there, man?
Keep it up.
Because in the Western world, obviously, you know who, well, I presume you know how most of us, you want to ask about something. You can ask me about whatever you like, buddy. There's no guarantee I'll answer your question, but you can ask me. I'll try to answer. And if it's a complicated question, I'll have to read it on the straight and answer it on the next one. Can I race 10 to midnight? Yeah, I can, but is that 10 to midnight my time or 10 to midnight your time? So if it's between 10 and midnight my time, yeah, I could race you then. Depends on what night, because sometimes I'm live streaming. But if it's 10 to midnight your time, oh, 10 to midnight my time, 10 to 12 my time. Yeah, man, I could do that. 10 to midnight, yeah, I could do that. I can't do it tonight, but yeah, I can do that. I have to spend some time with my lady tonight, but yeah, I can do that at some point. Which day do you want to race? Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that, buddy. So, I don't know, I guess we'll figure out a time. So what you probably want to do, the best thing you can do, join the Discord. The link's in the description of the video. Oh shit. Join the Discord. Go in there. You'll be able to like see where you can message me. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. So just join the Discord. Go in there. You can message me from in there, and we can set a time. I don't know if it's the same in Kazakhstan, but here it's Easter weekend. So it's like a holiday weekend for people here. But yeah, man, like at some point next week you and I can have a race. 10 to 12 my time, sure. We could pick a time and do it. It'll be fun. Alright, we only have 10 more minutes on that pit stop window. I think we'd like to do maybe another... maybe another 2 or 3 laps. Yes, young man. Thank you very much for your assistance and your constructive criticism. I appreciate it, buddy. $149s with a full tank. Wow. So what's your hot lap mode time? If you can do a 149 on a full tank of fuel here, what can you do with a hot lap mode? Yeah, apparently so. It's still good. You're looking what? What did you just say? I gotta read that again. Hold on. I mean, Lesmo 1. About to go through Lesmo 2. I saw something that looked like small bitch, but I don't see what it said properly. Let me get through Lesmo 2, see what's up. I'm actually looking like a small bitch. Nah, man. How so? We'll see. I think you do alright, buddy. If you can do what you say you can do. But if you can't, then obviously I'm gonna be victorious. If not, I'll just cry in the corner on live stream. I got destroyed by this young man who from Kazakhstan. He can speak 5 languages and he's only 17, almost 18. So that's cool. But yeah, that's the other beautiful thing about sim racing, and I guess racing in general. It really doesn't matter how old you are. If you're good, you're good, and that's all there is to it. Like, you can be 70 or you could be 15. It doesn't matter. If you're good, you're good. One of the best people in our league that we race in every week is the oldest person in the league, and he's one of the best drivers. So great engineer, great with setups, all that stuff. So yeah, man, you can be fast at 17, super fast. A mini Max Verstappen. They probably call you that. Maxim Verstappen. What wheel do I have? I have a TSPC racer. Ooh. And I have the Fanatec CSL load cell. Alright, I think we're going to do one more lap and then we're going to go into the pits.
Class leader is in the pit.
That's how far ahead that dude is. .148.4 with a full tank. That's good, bud. That's really good if you can be that quick, man. So I'm guessing you're using a potentiometer pedal. What kind of pedals and wheel do you have? Alright, so this is our final lap before the pit window closes, so we need to go in at the end of this lap.
Class leader is pitting now.
Okay, I'm gonna check this thing in a sec. Phew. And we were up then on our previous, so that's cool. Alright, Thrustmaster TMX T150 for Xbox. Yeah, I had a TMX, that's what I started with. Well, after a controller, I used to use an Xbox controller, then I went to the TMX. Awful pedals, yeah, the two plastic ones. If you can get hold of the two pedal T300 set temporarily while you until you upgrade something good, they're alright, they're not too bad.
Mandatory stop is not clear.
No, you wrote that right, I get that. Very awful and unusable. Yeah, it's not good. There's little mods you can do to it. You can put stuff in the underneath the pedal to make the brakes a little bit stiffer, put some sponge. There's a few things, because I had those too, so I had to find ways around it to make it better, but yeah. There's things you can do. Hey, F1 Sport Racing. Yeah, the potentiometer is terrible. Trail braking, yeah. Yeah, it's not very good for trail braking. I mean, you can figure it out, but it's definitely not the best. But it's easier when you put the sponge and stuff inside of it to do it, because then it kind of gives you a little bit more of a fake kind of a play. So it kind of helps. Or at least that's what I found for myself anyway. Better than just sort of the plain pedal by itself. Very difficult, yeah. Well, even by our standards, I hope this is sort of a semi-decent lap. Alright, 26 minutes to go. Hey Fabio, welcome to the stream. I'm guessing you mean the same as the same as the TMX and that, I'm guessing you mean. Start a stream on Twitch.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1.
Playing CSGO. Found a new way to improve yourself. Greetings from Brazil, okay. Well, hello Fabio from Brazil. Yeah, I can send you a setup, man. If you, in fact, I'll tell you where the setup for this car is. If you go, Fabio, if you go in the link in the description, there's, my Discord, the Challenger Sim Racing Discord. If you go in there, at the bottom is Mike's setup shop. And if you have a look in there, you'll find a bunch of setups for ACC, including this one. So you can find like a whole lot. And greetings back at you in Brazil, buddy. I hope you're having a nice day there. Even don't have money for the TUF XPG Pro. Really want that. Yeah, I used to have those before. No worries, buddy. That's cool, Fabio. Thanks for being there, man. So I hope you guys who are new are subscribing and stuff so that you can stay in touch, because there's going to be a lot of racing going on coming up over the next few weeks, guys. There'll be a race on Saturday night for the Assetto League Championship. I think that's going to be race number 6 for us. We're racing at Snetterton. So that'll be race number 6 for the second championship, season 2 of that championship, sorry. Then on Sunday, I start another league that will be racing on Sundays. On Tuesday nights, there's more league racing with Assetto, and also on Thursdays. And then I can randomly stream at any point. So yeah, if you subscribe, obviously you'll be able to stay in touch with that, and I hope to see you guys again on some of the live streams. Maximum, I'm gonna check what you just wrote in a sec. But you know this part's dangerous for me if I don't concentrate going through Lesmo 1 and 2. You know what kind of problems we can have here. Yeah, we'll see, bud. We'll see. This one we worked on with my engineer for a while, so it's not the, like, honestly, the driving for me today is, it's not the setup's fault. It's probably more my driving today. It's not on point, which is okay because I'm talking and driving instead of just focusing on training. But I wanted to share it with you guys today, and unfortunately it means going about a half a second a lap slower at my fastest, and it also means sometimes going 3 or 4 seconds a lap slower if I make a silly mistake, because I'm talking or thinking of something to say or answering a question or whatever. So sometimes I'm not on point. But yeah, the setup's pretty good. I'm gonna obviously try yours, see what happens. If it's fast, it's fast. But what we're building here is a setup to last us for an 8-hour race. So that's a huge part of what it is. Like, us banging 149s is great, but we have to do that for 8 hours. That setup has to bring us the same, and everyone on the team has to be able to drive it as well. So it's a 4-man team. We all need to be able to drive the car, because there's only going to be one setup that we can use between all 4 of us. So this is our revolving setup right now. It just so happens that I'm the person testing it right now. But that's the reason. So I will test yours out. I'll give it a shot. But it really depends on what it does, because if it doesn't work over a long stint, for example, tire wear is too heavy, or it only works at a certain type of fuel load, there's all these things that we have to calculate and figure out. So over the next couple of weeks coming up to the race, what we're on today is 2nd, we have 2 weeks worth of prep. Our engineer gets back he'll be back home on Tuesday in time for some more prep, so we'll be figuring things out there, and maybe even do another stream or two of our training or whatever, just while we're trying to get it ready. But it's our first time preparing for a race of that length, so it's pretty cool, man.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 3.
But yeah, I mean, I made that early mistake that took me off track, and it dropped me back a few positions, but it took me right out of the fight. And my lap times have been so bad afterwards, I just couldn't get near anyone again. But again, this test isn't so much about that, it's just more about, can I do the stint? At this point, I've done 70 minutes, which is what I need to do as the stint lengths for the RCI race. So I've shown myself I can do that. I'm doing another 20 minutes right now, just to make sure, and obviously complete this race. But that's good. If I can make this faster, that's the next point. That's just the next 2 weeks is about, just bringing those times down and keeping it consistent. Not making silly mistakes like that coming out of Lesmo too, because it ruins this whole straight. Just totally wrecked that. I was up and now I've gone 4 or 5 tenths down. Ruined it. But I don't know, I'm not like some of those guys like Jimmy and Jardier and all those guys who they'll talk and they'll do a 147. Not me, sorry guys. Come to the wrong channel for that. Unfortunately. But I guess what I'm proud for this channel to be known as is a channel that's for the people who are figuring it out. So you have people who like to watch things to be entertained, you have people who like to watch things to know the best possible way to do everything, and then you got people who like to see other people developing along with them. And that's a lot of what we do here, because we're learning just like everyone else, trying to figure this out just like everybody else. So I'm not better than anybody, in fact I'm slower than a bunch of people. But I'm learning and I'm proud of it, and I'm glad to be able that we can talk and guys can come and chill and have fun. Get to meet people from Brazil and Kazakhstan and all over the world. Somebody from Tenerife was here earlier. Oh, the setup stable, good tire wear. Asking 1 hour race, and it was very good for that. Very good for that. Shittest time on that setup was a 149.5. Alright, young man, I'll try your setup. Let's see, but you might just be a better driver than me too, man. Shit, and you're doing it on a TMX wheel, so it shows that your wheel doesn't make you faster, or your pedals don't make you faster at all, because this TSPC is a million miles up from a TMX. having owned a TMX myself. TC1 on 6 and what? ABS on 6. Because we're testing that right now. We're testing it with higher ABS. I usually use it on 4. And the ABS is usually on 3. But we want to test this over a long run to see what the data looks like. So that's also part of it, figuring out what things work and what don't by actually doing long runs. So all this, I have a ACC companion app. It stores all the information in there. So when we all get together as a group, we can look through it and see what's relevant, what's not. You're using TC1 on 5 and ABS 3 or 4. Yeah, that's quite reasonable. So what I like to do, like normally, so for my fast lap, like my fastest ever lap around here is a 1:48.0, I think. Like ever. So what I like to do for that is I'll run traction control 4. Yeah, of course I am. I use traction control 4 for the whole circuit, except for Ascari, where I turn it up to 6 normally. But for this test that we're running, I needed to... Oh shit. Oh, please stop. Oh, this is so bad. Anyway, yeah. For the... what I like to do is go from 4 to 6 to go through Ascari and then turn it back to 4. What we're doing here is doing 6 to 8 for Ascari. So 6 normally, 8 for Ascari. Just to see how it affects the wear rates. Does the ABS really help? Because doing a 1 hour... Oh shit. I'm about to get lap 2. Oh, that's never happened before. Go on, asshole. Okay. Yeah, I've never been lapped before. On this, I don't think. No, I can remember. I nearly lapped a car the other day. But yeah, back to I think it was traction control run. So yeah, I've just done it there. So it's 8 here. And then back down to 6 on the way out. But it would normally be 6 and 4. But yeah, we're just trying to see incrementally, does this help over a long stint. We have 7 sets of tires for the whole race. So every little piece of a percentage that we can sort of save helps, obviously. Alright, I can't wait for this race to be over now. It's like 11 minutes left. I just want it to be over. I mean, I've already done my stint. I've done the 70 minutes. And I'll have to basically do that twice on the Saturday. Which is fine. Everyone will run a 2-hour stint basically. 70 minutes is the maximum per stint. So yeah, I'll run 260 minutes, I think. Oh, You figure out the date when you want to do it. I'll figure out if I'm available, and I will provide the place for the race. Don't worry about that. I'll take care of those details at the time. Yeah, you could do that, buddy. Didn't mean to clip that curb. Alright, yeah, so 9 minutes to go. I think we'll probably get another, I don't know, another 5 laps, maybe 6 laps tops. It's usually 49 complete laps, and that's going to be an invalid one. Yeah, it's usually 49 complete laps for the few times I've run this stint. Like, what we're aiming for is as minimal as possible. So if after a 90-minute stint, the tire could be worn down no more than 2.6, that'd be great. So they start at 3. If after this it's like 2.6, that'd be pretty cool. 2.5 even, that would still be pretty cool, because that means we still have a millimeter of tread left, which isn't ideal, but not the end of the world. Yeah, so on the race, we can only do a maximum of 70-minute stints, right? So in this car, Ferrari takes 110 liters of fuel. So 110 liters of fuel, it'll burn out in about 60 minutes. If there's no issues to slow us down, it burns out in thereabouts of about 60 minutes. So each driver is going to need to do a 60-minute stint. During those stints, we're going to want to try and find some where we don't change our tires. So a driver will come in and do a handoff to another driver, but there won't be a change of tire. So in that handoff, we need there to be enough grip on the tire for the second driver. So the stints are probably going to be close to 1 hour if we have no problems and no accidents. But any accident that could change it, rain, changing weather conditions, that could change it because we might have to come in early. But yeah, we're looking at trying to keep it to about 60 minutes. If we can use, yeah, if we can use 100 liters of fuel, that'd be cool. Per stint, that'd be nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. If you're like, if there's a setup that can do that, sure, man. Like consistently, and the rest of my team can drive the same setup. Like, yeah, sure, that's cool. Maybe even faster. I'm willing to have a look.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 2.
Well, yeah, it's pretty tough trying to reach that top end. No, you don't. Oh, I nearly lost it there. Phew. Alright, I think we're gonna have to do 2 or 3 more laps. Get around. .147.1. That's quick, man. That's the second faster than my fastest time in hot lap mode, bro. So I don't know, you're like some kind of young prodigy. We were up, but I lost it. Just trying to catch the car there. Alright, let's just make it home. Let's just not get overtaken by the people behind us. I'll call it a day. Yeah, cool, buddy.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can. Falling behind to the car in front in sector 2.
Oh, we got laps as well, didn't we? So, I think we only have to finish 1 more lap. Why didn't I cut a Scary? Oh no, probably because I made a mistake. Going so much around. There you go.
The leader has finished the race. Alright, race is over. Good job, mate. You did your best. Bring it back to the pits.
All right, and I'll give you a first 149 at the last on the last lap of the race. So yeah, let's see what the info is saying. This is the whole point of really doing all this. To gather that data. So let's see here. Fabio, you want the Discord, you want the setup, don't you? So let's see. While we wait for these guys, because I need to see the information. Yeah, that does drop really low. Those frames. Yeah, I'll see the tire wear on that. Um, quick Discord. Okay, let's put that back up. Let's put OBS back up. Let's see. So I don't know. Anyway, in terms of the stream, we're pretty much done for now, folks. So thank you very much for coming along. Thanks for being here. Fabio, I hope you got your link and you see what to do. Thanks for those who liked and subscribed and all that type of stuff. I really appreciate you. Maxim, obviously, man, you can message me and send me a message in Discord about the race when you want to race. Set it up for next week, one day next week, and I'll have a race with you early in the week. But stay in touch via Discord. Send me a message. Obviously, join up. You can hear me now. See, that's so weird. So I don't know if my Discord messed up the thing. So I'm just saying, yeah. So hit me up on Discord, and we'll organize a race for next week. Send me a message, and thanks for those who subscribed and liked the video. Thanks for being here with me, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your Easter weekend as well, if you're celebrating with family and all that type of stuff.